Welcome to Telling Our Stories. My name is Josh Johnson with Regency On The Lake. I relocated to Davidson, North Carolina, the Lake Norman area, in October of 2024. We started telling our stories so you, our viewers and listeners, can connect with our clients in the communities that we are a part of, from Western North Carolina to the Charlotte area. Welcome to the show, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Hey guys, Josh Johnson here with Telling Our Stories, and I am excited today to have Brandon Lindsey with me and Alisha Hamel from Dream on 3. Got the founder and the program director with me today, and Dream on 3 is something that I was introduced to through Brandon and a mutual friend that we share, Heidi Courant with 210 Collective. And to be honest, Dream on 3 and Brandon just kind of hit real good with me. And the main reason why is it's giving back to the community. It involves sports and children. And if you've listened to any of my other podcasts and episodes, obviously, like, I'm 110% about community, 110% about relationships. And Brandon is a guy I'm going to know the rest of my life, I feel. And Alisha, it's our first time meeting today, and I'm looking forward to building a relationship with you.
Me too.
And we'll jump into like everything that's going on, because there is a lot going on. But before we get to that, and I forgot to mention this too. Did I mention that sports is like a big part of Dream on 3?
Yeah.
And y'all know that I'm a sports guy. I mean, I love sports because it unites people, brings the community together. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, white, black, Indian. I mean, it just brings the whole community together for a great, I mean, I don't know. Sports is one of the only things I think that can do that nowadays. So, Brandon, Alisha, thank you for joining me. And Brandon, kick us off. It's called Telling Our Stories for a reason.
Okay.
So share a little bit about who you are, your story, and Alisha, you'll get the opportunity to do the same, and then we'll talk about everything we got going on this coming 6, 7, 8 months.
Awesome. Josh, thank you so much for having us on. This is incredible. You know, I imagine you are 110% at everything you do, it's been fun to watch you get excited and passionate about this mission that we've been a part of for 14 years now. We've been able to meet some incredible people. Every once in a while, God will put somebody in front of us that is just all in, and they just catch fire for what it is that we're doing. And so I'm grateful for you, and grateful to tell our story. This thing came out of nowhere for me. It wasn't something that I was looking for. Matter of fact, I really didn't even want it. I was working a corporate job and had been at that place for 15 years. Things were good, but just felt like God was saying, I've got something else for you. And despite my best efforts to ignore it, I couldn't, and ended up calling my wife, which she is the better part of this story than me. And she said, you know what? If God's calling us to do it, let's do it. And we did. We sat around our kitchen table with our 2 girls, and we said, we're going to do something special for somebody, for a kid, for a young person that's living with a difficult situation. Let's do it as a family. We thought this was going to be a cool family project that we would do from time to time, and we did. We found a young man that was living with autism. His name is Nicholas Badley, and his dream was to meet Darrell Waltrip and say, boogity, 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 let's go racing. And that's exactly what we did. It was incredible. We were just, at the end of it, we were exhausted. We were emotionally, mentally, physically, but we said, we're going to do that again. And here we are 14 years later. We've got an incredible team of people. We're making dreams come true all over the country with the biggest names in sports. And to your point, it is the one thing that we can all, that can unite us all. We can all get behind the principles and the concepts that sports bring us. That's our goal with Dream on 3, is to show these kids, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter how life punches you and now how hard things may get, you can always live out your dreams with the support of a team. And we build a team around them, and we show them that they can live out their dreams.
Okay. That's why I'm here, and that's why
That's
I'm
right.
a believer in it. Alisha, kind of tell us your story and how you got involved with Dream on 3. And
Yeah, I wish I had been here 14 years ago. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm hooked ever since. So I started about 4.5 years ago. I was in education prior to this and was coaching at UNC Charlotte cheerleading program. And my first interaction was actually through one of our programs. And I didn't know, I hadn't heard about Dream on 3, but I got to experience just the joy and the excitement of what this Daydream program, which we get to serve a larger group of individuals at a sporting event that's local. And they were having someone out at UNC football and a big group. I think it was Down Syndrome Association. And those kids were filled of joy. And I also got to sit back and watch my athletes just filled up to the cup and these football players just all in for these kids. And I thought about it and I was like, man, that's such a cool thing that's going on, such a big ripple effect, and just kind of put it in my back pocket. Hadn't really thought about it. And then, a good friend saw that they were bringing in someone for the Dream on 3 family, and she sent it to me and said, I don't know why I'm sending this to you. I don't know what the purpose is, but you're on my heart. And I feel like, it's a good place for you to kind of get involved with. And I reached out and I hadn't turned back since. So it is pretty cool. You get pulled in at the right moment here and you get invested and you get hooked. But I do think it's part of a great story of why you get brought in.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm not exactly 110% sure I know how I got brought in, but I'm glad that I did. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way, because it's something, like I said at the beginning, that I believe in wholeheartedly. And it's like both of y'all echoed. I mean, sports and making these dreams come true for, children and the athletes as well. I mean, you were coaching.
Yeah.
And you saw how it impacted you.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, you and I had breakfast the other day with Bob McKillop.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're always coaching. And I mean, and coaching yourself is as important as, coaching your team. And I mean, that's why I love sports, and I'm a firm believer in winning. I like to win. To win, you have to work hard, and you have to have a lot of good coaching. And I feel like I've been fortunate enough to have several people in my lifetime, I mean, from the time I was a kid, that have taught me different things, but they've each coached in their own unique way, whether it be from life to business to marriage to issues I was going through, because reality is it's not always health related stuff that you go through.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's like you said, life throws punches every day.
Yeah.
And knowing how to react to those punches is key. So, I mean, that's why I've loved it. And I mean, I know you shared a little of your personal story with me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'd want to do that or not.
I'm happy
but
to.
yeah.
You make a good point. We don't always know the why. I didn't know the why for 12 years. I didn't know why I was supposed to be involved in this thing until we came face to face with it. And our youngest daughter, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, in August, was in a bad car wreck. She ended up breaking her back and is paralyzed from waist down. And we've been living through that as a family, and we've had an incredible network of support around us because of Dream on 3. And I remember sitting at the Shepherd Spinal Center in Atlanta, and it was the first time that I understood our why. This thing that we thought we were building was being built for us. And we see that so often with people that get involved. You think you're doing it for the kids, and you are. That's the motivator. But the reality is, what you end up learning is that they're doing it for you. And that you get so much more out of being a part of it than they ever will. Yes, we're making dreams come true. Yes, we're impacting lives. We're changing families. We're changing cultures. But the people that get to be a part of it
Are changing too.
are changing too.
Yep.
So we're seeing that.
So anyhow, I'm going to cut to the chase here real quick too and tell what I'm been fortunate enough and blessed enough to be nominated as one of the small businesses that competes in your Carolinas Business of the Year competition.
Right.
And I'm going to let you guys explain the Carolina Business of the Year competition a little bit. And then I'm going to explain kind of where I fit into it, because I know you guys can do that better. I know it culminates at your gala that you have February 13th, 2027. But we're kind of like at the beginning of that process right now.
Yeah.
So just explain how that, I mean, what makes Dream on 3 work is donations, right?
Oh, yeah.
And people supporting it and believing in it and getting behind it. And I know that this competition is like one of your main driving forces of raising funds to continue to make these dreams come true across the country. So just explain that, how that works, the gala and all that a little bit, whoever wants to do it.
And I'm so glad you use the word fortunate and blessed to do
Amen.
it, because the reality is it's a lot of work.
It's a ton of work.
It's a lot of work. And the fact that you see the blessings behind it already is really cool. But Alisha, do you mind sharing a little bit about the gala?
No, not at all. So that is our Super Bowl moment at Dream on 3. So everything that you're going to experience at the gala, as you would have with all Dream on 3, but our kids and our families are at the center of it. So that is a time for the calendar year for us to celebrate every dream that happened here in the Carolinas from January to the next January. And we get to just treat them like celebrities. You'll walk in and they are the stars of the show, and we get to celebrate their journey, their dream come trues, their families, and we just all get to be behind them. But the cool thing is these families get to see that it's so much bigger than just these employees at Dream on 3. They get to see the businesses that have been rallying behind them. They get to see the individuals that are cheering them on. The people that they've never met are coming up to them, shaking their hands and being like, oh my gosh, you're Dream Kid Brody. I had no idea that, we'd be able to meet. And they just feel like the top of the world. And that's our premise. That's what we want. So bringing you guys a part of this huddle, this competition truly helps us continue to keep our doors open and continue to make the dreams happen for the next calendar year.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the 9th or 10th year, but this is it's been the Queen City Business of the Year competition for, I want to say 9 years. And just this past year, we opened it up. Now it's the Carolinas Business of the Year to better mirror our programming efforts in North and South Carolina. We're now making dreams come true all over the Carolinas. So we opened it up this year. And each year we select 8 to 10 well-respected companies from around the area to come alongside of us to help raise money, to help us make dreams come true. And to Alisha's point, this night we'll raise $1.5 million. It is so critical to us being able to do the programming that we want to do throughout the year. It's a big night, and we can't do it without companies like yours coming alongside of us.
Well, that's why I'm privileged and thankful to be a part, because obviously the nomination process and then the selection process, I don't know how all that looks. But, I mean, if you're nominated for something, I mean, responsibility comes, right? And I do know it's going to be a lot of work. I mean, I knew that from day one. But, I mean, to be even in consideration, to be, considered is a blessing, and I'm fortunate, for that. So, and like you said at the beginning, I'm 110% no matter what I do. I mean, for me, it's God first, family second, work third. And this kind of all culminates in my world, because it's just, family, sports, helping kids, the community. I mean, to me, God's a huge part of it. I mean, just your personal story. And then the work is the third part. You got to put in the work to see results. So,
well, you're a relationship guy, and I think that's where you're going to see people really get inspired by you carrying the torch here. And a lot of people are intimidated in the beginning and think, I don't know how to fundraise. And it's not fundraising. It's really just sharing the story. It's inspiring people to get behind the mission of Dream on 3 with these kids in the sports. And you'll find that people will get behind your efforts and want you to succeed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I like to win.
There is a trophy. There is a trophy.
I do everything ethical, 110%, but I love to win.
As long as it's legal, that's what we say.
Yeah, and I tell my team all the time, I'm like, listen, if you're going to outwork me, you got a lot of work to do.
That's
and
right.
I mean, that's kind of how I live when it comes to something that I'm behind. So, and like I've said, I'm behind this and I'm go.
Yeah.
So,
I love that mentality. It is funny. We have, we try our best to make sure these businesses understand that, hey, we all win. The kids win.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are some the night of the gala that feel like they lost the Super Bowl at the end of it.
It's like, you just made 30 dreams come true for this next year.
And it is the night before the Super Bowl.
That's right.
The
It
gala.
is.
That's right.
So, I'd love to see our Carolina Panthers make a big run this year.
Come on.
But, and if they were to get there to the Super Bowl the day after, let's go. Let's go Panthers. But anyhow, for me, kind of part of this podcast is I wanted our viewers, listeners, people that I do have relationship with to kind of get a snapshot into what Dream on 3 is and why I believe in it so much. And obviously, guys, if you're listening, it's something you would like to be a part of. I'm asking you right now, join my team. Let's go win this thing. Let's make Regency on the Lake. You know, Carolina's small business, that is the thing. You've got a small business category, a mid-sized business category, and a large, right?
That's right.
So I'm definitely in the small business category. I'm always a small potatoes guy. I'm country boy from North Carolina, from the mountains of North Carolina, West Jefferson.
It's a good place to be.
Yep.
You know, there's no rule that says the small business can't raise more than the large. I think that would be a cool thing if you just come in and flexed on them.
Oh, we're going to give it our best shot is all I'm saying. So, but yeah, if you would like to get involved, you can hit me. You know how to find me. I mean, obviously online, onthelake.nc.com is my company website. All of my contact info is there. Instagram, I'm OG Josh Johnson. My phone number is 828-406-4495. And before we get out of this little shoot, I mean, I want to hear some stories. Like, you know, all of these kids that we've taken made a dream come true. And you all share that. I know we've got some stuff, Brandon, scheduled where I'm going to be involved in some actual dreams here in the future. But I want to hear some stuff that y'all have been a part of. I know you shared briefly about UNCC.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one. But I mean, how it impacts the child, the family, the community, the athletes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, Josh, yeah, it's so cool. You know, we get asked that question. A lot of times people say, tell us your favorite one. And I appreciate you not asking that because that's like trying to pick your favorite kid. And you can't. They're all special. But there are certain dreams that just stick out that you remember for various reasons. I share a different one all the time. The one I'll share with you today was Hannah Shrunk. Hannah lives with autism, and her family, she loves the water, she loves to surf, and her family said her dream was, you know, they came to us and Hannah told us that she wanted to go surf with a professional. And we don't do anything small at Dream on 3. It is over the top. And we said, let's take her to Pipe Masters in Hawaii and get out there with the professionals. And they had never traveled. They had never been, they didn't think they could. And they were scared that a trip to Hawaii wasn't something that Hannah could do. And so before the dream experience, they actually have a program. Delta had a program to where she could go through the airport, almost like a simulation. It wasn't real, just get familiar with going through the airport, getting on a plane, sitting there. And she did a ton of prep work. She was like doing physical training, getting ready for this trip. I tell you all that to say, we go to Hawaii. The dream is unbelievable. She's surfing out in Hawaii with these professionals. But beyond that, it opened up their world. All of a sudden, this family that thought that they could not travel, they're traveling all the time now. They're experiencing these things all the time. And so that one was really special, not just because we did this incredible dream, but because it changed their lives. It changed what they thought they were able to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
So tell us another one, Alisha.
Oh, man. Well, it is cool because I mean, Dream on 3, we get to serve all different walks of life, all different conditions. So we classify it as life-altering conditions, ages 5 to 21. Bailey's always comes to mind. She was last year. I have a feeling that you'll have the privilege of meeting her. When Brandon was talking about Nicholas, our very first dreamer, it's so cool because Nicholas is still part of our Dream on 3 family. Like he'll walk right up to you and say, you know, I'm an ambassador of Dream on 3. He'll be able to share our story. The pioneer is what Nicholas said. Yeah, he would correct me if he heard this right now. He is the pioneer of Dream on 3, but he continues to pour back into us too. And Bailey's doing the same thing after her dream. So we have a couple programs at Dream on 3. Bailey actually was a competitive soccer player, and she was a beast on the field, still is. But she was all consumed by that sport and that mental health piece of it, and it took a toll on her. She ended up, you know, trying to go all in for this sport, and her eating disorder kind of developed over time, and it got serious. She got hospitalized, inpatient, and that's when she found Dream on 3, and we got to find her and serve her through something called our Dream Box program, where we were able to gift her a box full of just sports goodies and sunshine and lift her spirits while she's inpatient away from her family for months and months. And we told her, we're here when you're ready. And about 2 years later, we kept staying in contact with her, kept following her story. An amazing family. And she came to us, and we were assuming the dream would be soccer just because she was all in. But she had a whole new outlook of life, and she said, I've looked at God. I've kind of transformed my thinking a little bit, and I'm looking at these girls and these men that are competing CrossFit games, and now that's the definition of beauty in my mind. Not how skinny, not how tiny you can be, not how fast you are on the field, but how strong can you be? One for your Creator, but also for just your body and your soul and your mind. So her mindset, mentality has shifted, and Brandon and a team went out last year to the CrossFit Games with her, and that was just such an intentional experience. From the moment that they got there, it wasn't, all these bright lights and superstars like you're thinking a Super Bowl field is. It was just meeting these athletes that are at the top of their game from all over the country, walking out with the USA ceremony. Yes, these golden nuggets, but they poured so much confidence into her that I could totally see in a couple years Bailey going and competing and running the show down there. So she's a rock star, a little sister in my heart. But yeah, it's been cool to see her journey.
Cool.
And Josh, both of those examples were kids that would not have been eligible for this kind of programming through other organizations. No one's serving kids that are dealing with mental health challenges right now. The autism community, they weren't eligible for these type of experiences through some other organizations, which is why we really love being able to serve this underserved population.
Well, I think the mental health thing is becoming more prevalent.
Right.
And I'll be honest, like it's almost been taboo to say mental health. I mean, I'll be honest, I've had my own mental health issues. I mean, in my own personal life. And I mean, if I'm quite frank, I don't know many individuals that have not struggled at some point in their life with, you mentioned the eating disorder. I mean, my oldest son, he struggled with an eating disorder. I mean, and it's not a one program and done.
Absolutely not.
My deal was, I'll be quite honest and transparent here. It was a substance abuse issue. And it's not like you think in your mind, substance abuse, Josh was under a bridge. He wasn't being a good dad. He wasn't being a good husband. I mean, it was just a physical dependency that was stemmed from anxiety in all reality and stress and not knowing how to cope with life. And I mean, that's the thing that, this foundation being open to that and it not being like others, where it's strictly,
That's right.
a life or death type situation. I mean, that's huge because it impacts people forever. I mean, in my own journey, in my own walk, the folks that have stepped in and helped me personally, I mean, it's changed my life.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's as you said, you never know why you go through something sometimes or why you start something or why you do something. To me going through what I went through has become even more evident. I mean, I think even being a part of this is part of my mental health journey.
Part of your
personally,
story.
Part of my story.
And God will use that to do something amazing. I don't know that we've got a greater problem facing our kids than mental health right now.
Oh, it's the truth.
There's something inspiring about seeing a young person stand up and say, hey, I'm not scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
And because you're right, we're all dealing with it at some level, but there's something powerful when a Bailey stands up in front of everybody and says, hey, let me tell you my story.
Yeah.
It's not the end of my story, though.
Yeah.
There's more to come.
Like I say, my kid, when we talked about his struggle and my struggle, because I had my struggle before he had his, right? Which helped me help him.
Relate.
Yeah. And he's like, how do I do this, Dad? I'm like, how? Honesty, openness, willingness.
Yep.
And like sharing your story. I mean, the more real you are, the more authentic you are, the more genuine you are about everything in our struggles. And Brandon, you and I can relate to this. Growing up as a man in America, you're really not allowed to show emotion unless it's like anger, right? You're not allowed to show pain, hurt, fear. Yeah. I mean, it makes you weak, supposedly, right? And I mean, that was part of my battle. I always had to be strong. I mean, let's be real. We don't wake up every day at 110%. you know,
No.
and that was part of my mental health battle too, because I'm like, I've got all these responsibilities. I got to do this, and this, and you know, do what you got to do to get through.
Yeah.
But until you learn the keys of how to do it correctly.
Well, let me tell you what'll fix that macho mentality that we like. There's not a week at Dream on 3 that I'm not crying
No.
about something.
No. Grown men,
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else.
Oh yeah, athletes. I mean, you know,
Oh,
I've got a lot of friends that are
Yeah.
athletes, and like some of the most genuine good guys. But even the
Yeah.
professional sports,
Yeah.
I mean, people deal with this.
100,
I mean, it's
yeah.
like real life stuff. So I mean, and just bringing awareness to it, I think is so awesome.
Thank
I mean, because the more
Mm-hmm.
you're aware, the more you can help. And again, in communities, you need it across the board. You know, from kids like Dream on 3 serving to guys working in law offices to guys working in real estate, not just guys, gals too. But I mean, you know, it's every profession, nursing, doctors, educators like you were. I mean, Lord, my wife's in education.
Yeah.
I don't know an educator that doesn't need some help.
Positivity,
Yeah,
encouragement.
positivity,
Yeah,
encouragement.
absolutely.
But anyhow, we've touched on the kids. Like, how does it go? Like, how do people, if you've got a child that you would like to submit to have a dream come true, how does that process work? What does that look like?
Yeah. We have amazing healthcare referral partners. So that's how we're able to bring our kids into our family. So we partner with trusted child life specialists, social workers, doctors, nurses across the Carolinas here in this community. And they know our programming, they know what we're doing and how we're doing it. And they are so in tune with these kids, their journeys and what they're going through. So when they meet a kid and meet a family that just has a passion for sports and in need of some hope, joy, and encouragement, they'll reach out to us and nominate them for an opportunity. We then have the privilege to go and meet and talk with these kids and meet them where they're at. And then we'll move forward with the process once we kind of hear what their dream experience is.
Okay.
And then it gets fun. We get to start dreaming and figuring out what we can make happen for them. But yeah, it does all start with our trusted healthcare referral partners like Levine's Children's, Duke Hospital, Jeff Gordon's, things like that, and
Awesome.
different community partners.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, obviously, Carolina's Business of the Year. I'm a North Carolina boy, born and raised, bred in the mountains of North Carolina. But, you know, obviously we live in one of the greatest sports states, in my opinion, in the country. I mean, we've got NASCAR, we've got basketball. I mean, Michael
We got
Jordan.
Stanley Cup champions.
We got Stanley Cup champions. We've got the Carolina
well-versed.
Panthers. You know, and I personally feel like all of our sports right now are going above and beyond and on the rise too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like you said, the Hurricanes just brought home the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
I mean, the Hornets, the Panthers came off great seasons. I mean, look at Denny Hamlin and his crew, what they're doing. I mean, 23XI, and I mean, even the new motorsports team, Spire Motorsports, they're killing it right now. But I mean, like you mentioned, Daryl Waltrip. I mean, boogity, 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 let's go racing boys. That's the part you missed.
That's
It
it.
is right there.
Yeah.
You got to put the let's go racing boys on in there.
Nicholas even put and Danica.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's like, so that's what I love too, because we've got, and honestly, those athletes and organizations have been great.
Oh yeah.
To
You don't
Dream
have to
on
go
3.
far to have some great experiences and some great teams and athletes that'll get behind this. It's been really cool, and we love being able to share the Dream on 3 story. But I tell people all the time, we can talk about it all day, or you can watch a 2-minute video on our website and you just get it.
And the
You'll see
website
it.
is
dreamon3.org.
dreamon3.org.
Yeah, the number 3,
Yep.
dreamon3.org. Go watch a video. Go watch the latest hype video, and you'll understand what this thing is all
We
about.
still do that on difficult days, bad days. That's
Yeah.
what's playing in the background right there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
our why.
Yep.
Keeps us going.
Yep. So anyhow, I mean, back to this little deal, the gala and all that, and I don't even know all this. So you guys are going to be giving me information. There's different ways people can give and support, you know, Regency on the Lake and my team. And I know some of those ways.
Right.
And the way I know most and foremost is if people have items or experiences that they would like to donate, you know, they go up for silent auction or live auction. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So, I mean, That's an ask from Josh Johnson. So if you've got something that's awesome, whether it be an experience or like, a great item that somebody would be love to bid on, whether it be signed by, a great athlete, a rock star. I mean, yeah, I don't know, stuff that people enjoy. I'm open to those donations, but like, what are the other ways people can contribute through to Dream on 3? And tell us that, because I don't know all those ways.
Yeah, so each finalist, each company is going to have their own fundraising website, and people will be able to go and they'll see your why and they'll see your story and be able to access some of the videos and stories of our dreamers to get inspired behind it. But they can get behind you in several ways. They can just give. Yeah. They can just give to your campaign, knowing that it's all going to Dream on 3, but it's also supporting your efforts in the competition. The auction is a huge piece of this, and you will see that people go nuts over this auction. The things that do well are experiences, things that, vacation trips, experiences with athletes that you can't just go on Amazon and buy. Something that is pretty special and unique to the Dream Gala. And then there'll be a live auction as well. The people in the room, this event, there's 1,200 people in this room at the Charlotte Convention Center. It'll sell out in 2 weeks. And it is the most energetic, fun night that you can imagine. So yeah, supporting you through the auction, supporting you through donations. If we decide that we're going to do a fundraiser, we'll put that out there too, and they can be a part of that. But I think we send everybody to your website.
Okay. All right. And I do not have that domain name right now, but if you follow me on Instagram, OG Josh Johnson, all of that stuff will be coming live soon, and I'll put all that out through Instagram for sure. So OG Josh Johnson, and all that information, this podcast will be on our YouTube channel. Hopefully we can get it on that website too, so people can actually watch it and kind of see how that works. But I'm learning. And Brandon is my coach, and he's my coach, so I'm getting coached up even in this process.
Let me tell you, I don't like to lose either, Josh.
So let's go. Let's go. But anyhow, it seems like there's so many other things I want to talk about, but we've covered a lot of it. Yeah. But I mean, I know college programs are involved in this as well. Yeah. Can we touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's, you talk about impact. In the business world, you measure success on profitability. In the nonprofit space, you measure it on impact. How many people are being impacted? And what's happening in these school programs, watching these students and these cultures within the campuses being transformed because of these experiences is equally as rewarding as watching the dream come true. We're on over 30 different college campuses across the country right now, big-time colleges, Clemson, Alabama, Oregon, Texas, Tennessee, you name it. I mean, this program is there, and it's students that are coming together, and we walk them through the process of making a dream come true for someone in their community. At the college level, it's using their collegiate sports programs. And it's so cool. It's so cool to see what's happening. A lot of these students, they get a bad rap these days. They, we accuse them of being, just focused on themselves and just dialed into what's right. That's not true. We're seeing that not only are they capable of doing so much, they may be better than we were doing it. And it's really cool to see what's happening with these programs.
Awesome. I know one school that's really important to me because it's in my hometown where my office is in Davidson. But Davidson College, I'm a huge supporter of their athletic program. Yeah. And they have done
We've worked with Davidson.
And
sure have.
When we met with Bob the other day, we didn't know that you'd actually
I couldn't unlock that memory. It was there, but I couldn't.
Which is a good thing, because honestly, that just means you made so many dreams come true that it got lost. And
Davidson's they've been great to us. They really have.
I'm hoping to kind of rekindle that a little bit, because I know a lot of the athletes there, and they're great people.
Awesome culture.
Yeah,
we worked with them last year with their women's basketball program. And like Brandon said, just these students leading the charge, like these coaches, they can open the door and say yes, but these students and athletes are the ones making them happen.
We actually met Gail right before we had breakfast with Bob the other day.
We did.
She was coming in front of us, and we had a conversation with her.
Yeah.
Women's coach.
Gail Folks. Yeah. So. But anyhow, and that's why I support Davidson Athletics too, because it's such an important anchor in the community there. I mean, and the kids get involved in so many ways in the community, and I think they're like a beacon or like an example of like
Yeah.
how things, especially student, scholar, athletes should
Absolutely.
be. And it's like Bob shared. I mean, and Matt McKillop and Chris Clooney, everybody there at that college, Sosh, the car, Coach Gale, Coach Kim, that just brought home the A10 conference championship with the women's lacrosse team. I mean, they're building more than just athletes. They're building individuals who will always live and be a part of their community and serve and like give back, and a vital part, you know, because it takes that. I mean, that's what makes places thrive.
Those are the people that we're trying to hire, right? Those are the people you're trying to hire. And all these companies, these are the leaders that you want out there that realize that it's about giving back. And there's purpose-driven servant leaders is what this program is helping to identify and create. And I mean, we've had so many that have come out of the program and wanted to work for us. It changed their lives, and it impacted them so much that they want to continue doing it, even post-college. So it's been fun.
Awesome.
But yeah, we're big Davidson fans.
I'm a Wildcat through and through. I used to be a Mountaineer. I know you went to ASU.
Wait, you're not anymore?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
I still pull for them, but I mean, you
Alicia's a Mountaineer too.
Are you?
Die hard.
All right, 2 App Staters here.
Yeah, she was cheerleader at App State.
Awesome.
And
we love that place.
Yeah.
It's home.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's home for me too. I mean, I lived in West Jefferson, but our hometown college was App State.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I did not go to college here, but it's like Davidson.
It's okay.
I mean, you know, when you're there,
they
you
have
go
the same
support
vibe, same culture.
yeah,
Absolutely. They just pour
definitely.
into people big time.
Oh
so.
yeah, they do. And I mean, I was at the first national championship.
Yeah.
When they won it in Chattanooga.
wow.
Rushed
Wow.
the field with the team, had a big old time, made the front page paper of the Ash Mountain
You gotta
Times.
frame that.
Yeah, I've got it. So, but didn't make the second and third one. But
No, that's
I mean,
okay.
that really was a good thing for App
was a
State.
fun time.
Oh yeah, it was. But
Fun time.
anyhow, guys, I want to thank you for being with me today. Brandon Lindsey, Alisha Hamel with
sir.
Dream on 3. And again, their website is dreamon3.org.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I'm pleased that I got selected to be a part of this little competition to help raise money for y'all's nonprofit. And I'm looking forward to winning.
That's right.
And I'm looking forward to raising a bunch of money for you guys. So again, listeners, viewers, if you liked what you heard, if you want to get involved, join my team to help raise some money. You know how to get me. Again, I will be putting out more and more stuff as we kind of get all this together via my Instagram. That's OG Josh Johnson. And I just want to thank all y'all for listening, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. If you can and will, that's great. And again, telling our stories. I mean, it's so, that's why I can name this little podcast, Telling Our Stories, because, I mean, I'm a mountain guy, right?
Yeah.
We sat on the front porch a lot, and you got a different story every time you was on the front porch.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just, if you don't tell a story, it never gets heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of even gives me
Powerful.
goosebumps.
I love
But,
that.
you know, anyhow, thank you again for listening. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you,
coming
Josh.
out today.
Thank you.
Dreamon3.
.org.
That's
There
right.
it is.
Yeah, and at OG Josh Johnson, and let's go. Team Regency on the Lake. Let's win
Let's
this
do
thing.
it.
All
I
right.
love
Thank
it.
you, Josh. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining this episode of Telling Our Stories. We hope you enjoyed today's show and episode. Please feel free to share with somebody that you think may enjoy it. Also, like, subscribe, and share away. We've got more episodes coming in the future. Thanks again for joining us today.